Hola! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is a very special day because I am here with my grandma. Her name is Betty and she's 85 years old and she agreed to do a video with me and I feel like it's such a gift both to me and to you. So thank you, Grandma, for being here.
Oh, you're welcome.
Are you excited, Grandma?
Well, it's all new to me, so we'll see.
Yes. So, Grandma, tell me a little bit about yourself. Where were you born? Tell me about your family.
I was born in Esco, Minnesota. Well, Cloquet, actually. My parents lived in Esco.
Mm-hmm. Did you have any brothers or sisters?
No, I was the second girl, and I had one younger sister. And she
Okay.
just passed away. Her funeral was yesterday.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Grandma. Yeah. Wow. So you're one of 3 girls.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Nancy's been gone for 2 years already.
Wow. Okay. And do you have any memories from your childhood? What were some things that you liked to do?
How real young childhood?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Phyllis, who was my second cousin, she lived just next door, a little ways down, and we spent a lot of time. We were together ever since we played in the sandbox. And we grew up together. We were the same age. We graduated together. We did everything together.
Wow.
And she passed away about 8 years ago already.
Wow.
Yeah, but we did everything. We walked to the basketball games and came home alone, and we were just the best buddies.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And how did you meet your husband, my grandpa, who passed several years, 5 years ago, I want to say? How did you meet Grandpa?
Well, he was in the church always. I knew of him, but I didn't really know him. And he kind of turned to me for advice for girlfriends.
No.
So he was like a big brother to me for a long time.
Yeah.
And we just felt like we were friends, and it just, one thing at a time, we started dating.
Wow. And how old were you when you married Grandpa?
21.
21. And you had how many children?
9.
9 children. That is amazing. Wow. What were some of the values that you wanted your children to have growing up?
Well, to know honesty and love and whatever life is all about, seriously, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And what you do well, it's to your benefit.
Mm-hmm.
We lived in the stage of time where things weren't easy to come by, and we always had more of a struggle, but we made it beautifully, and God blessed us with so many unbelievable things.
Wow. What did Grandpa do for a living?
Well, when we got married, he worked at a steel plant in Duluth.
Mm-hmm.
And then he decided he'd like to be a manager of a store, so what is that, the dime store? There isn't such a thing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But he got hired there, and he learned that every time he got an advance or what do you call it?
Like a raise?
A raise or improvement, it was to a different place.
Mm-hmm.
And our first child was born, and we just couldn't see ourselves going from every year to a different town, different state maybe. Mm-hmm. And he said, this isn't for us. So.
Wow. So Grandpa was a pastor of a church?
Yeah, in Tapiola.
Mm-hmm. And your parents, where were they from originally?
My parents were right there from Minnesota, Esco.
Okay.
Their parents came from Finland.
Okay.
But
like Grandpa's?
Yeah, they were both raised right there.
Okay. Did they ever teach you another language? Did you ever know any Finnish or?
No, they didn't want me to learn Finnish because they spoke Finnish when they didn't want me to know what they're saying.
Oh, no.
But I've spent a week or two at my cousin's there, and they had elderly people staying there that didn't speak English. So she spoke Finnish, and every summer when I went there, I learned more Finnish words.
Yeah.
So then I went home real excited. I could tell them all the new words I learned.
That's amazing. And
It's okay.
okay,
It's a telemarketer anyhow.
it's okay. Do you get a lot of telemarketer
Oh,
calls?
steady.
Oh no.
At mealtime.
Oh no. But Grandpa, he was fluent in Finnish, so he learned it.
Oh yeah, both my parents did. My mother spoke Swedish probably more than Finnish.
Okay, but I'm saying your husband, my grandpa, he also
he
spoke
could
it.
speak Finnish.
Yeah.
He had to learn that at home because his grandfather only spoke Finnish.
Okay. That's something that I wish that would have gotten passed down to my dad and then to us, and then we could practice, but it kind of got lost, I feel like.
Yeah, it was getting old to learn the Finnish language, I guess.
Yeah.
The kids figured we live in America, we don't need Finnish.
What are some of the things that you feel like you have maybe the tradition of that's still from Finland, from Sweden?
Traditions? Probably certain type of meals and cooking and
Yeah.
nisu and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
nothing real major.
Yeah, nisu's a type of sweet bread that was passed down because my mom would make that as well.
Sure.
Yeah. What are your favorite foods, speaking of food? Do you have any?
My favorites? Well, I just like a good healthy meal, good vegetables. My mother taught us eat everything. They had a big garden and she loved to cook and she made all kinds of different meals and we learned to eat everything.
Wow. That's amazing.
The only thing I didn't like was liver. I wouldn't eat it.
I don't know if I've ever tried liver.
Oh, it goes against me.
Oh, wow. What do you think were some of your biggest lessons that you learned from being a mom to 9 children?
Oh, there's so much you learn.
Yeah.
For one thing, I always loved babies. I loved kids. I did lots of babysitting when I was a teenager. And each one that came, it was just a precious blessing from God.
Yeah.
And I just enjoyed my staying home and being a mother. I used to be there rolling out my bread dough or whatever and being so thankful that I don't have to go out to work. I said, I love my job.
Yeah, that's amazing. Wow. And how many grandchildren and great-grandchildren do you have now?
Well, the grandchildren is 33, including the one that passed away. That's Jackie's son. And it must be about 35 or 6 great-grandchildren.
Wow.
Plus, I have one great-great-grandchild.
Yes. My nephew Dane's.
Hard to believe.
Yeah. Wow. What are some of the things do you feel like are the biggest differences from back when you were growing up to now?
Oh, everything has changed so drastically. I can't even begin, All the conveniences, there wasn't all the electronic stuff, and it was just a good, simple world to live in, and it was much better than today with all. It's so corrupt today.
Okay.
There's a lot of corruption. Those days, it was totally different.
Wow. If you could give advice to this younger generation now, what would you tell them?
Do as much as you can with fun things and serious things with your children. Teach them what life is all about. When they get on their own, they have to learn to do certain things. They're responsible. And that's huge in today because children need to know what life is all about.
Yeah.
Responsibilities. Clean up after yourself and whatever, maybe.
Yeah. Do you have any regrets about your life or things that you regret?
Not really. No, I've always been thankful that God has taken such good care of us and led us in the right path.
Yeah, that's amazing. Wow. What are some of the things that you enjoy doing today?
Well, when you get to be this age, your hobbies aren't too many, but I do like to knit.
Yeah.
And my big thing has been knitting slippers, and I just give them to whoever needs in different organizations, whatever. And I read somewhat and watch the news, and I like to bake, but I don't bake that much anymore because for what? For a reason I do.
Yeah. And how do you stay so fit and young looking and active? You still drive, you still do so many things that others your age can't do.
Well, I have nothing to do with it. God has just given me what I need to do, and I just thank Him every day that I can do what I have to do. Because I see so many handicapped older people. I'm just thankful that I have what I have.
Is there anything, any dreams that you still have, any things that you still hope to do in your life?
Well, I wish I could do more, but my back doesn't let me do a lot outside work. I love garden work and just doing yard work. But that's, everything is limited because your body just can't do what you've always done.
Yeah. Have you traveled in the past? What countries did you visit?
Oh, yeah. I went to Germany with my husband on mission work, basically, and he was called to Finland several years ago to be their guest speaker through all their summer special services. And we went from every weekend at a different town. We were there 5 weeks.
Wow.
And met lots of wonderful people, and was a lot of good memories.
Have you been to Guatemala too?
Yeah, I was once to Guatemala, and that was the time you were there too.
Oh, okay.
The bunch of kids came. Yeah, that's when the only time. I could have gone more, but I just chose not to. And your grandpa's gone to Africa and India more than once, and I had no desire to go there.
Okay.
It's just too difficult. I was lazy. I stayed home to keep the fires burning.
Yes. What are some of the best personal decisions that you've made in your lifetime?
Marrying my husband.
Grandpa. And how long were you married to Grandpa?
Almost 61 years.
Wow, that's amazing.
When you live together for so long, he's just part of you.
Yeah, we miss Grandpa. What is your secret to such a long marriage?
Well, I had a good husband. He treated me right, and we just had a happy life together. And I think joy and happiness keeps you well.
Yeah, that's so true. Enjoying life. Enjoying each other.
And he enjoyed a lot of things that I wouldn't even think to do. He liked to discover new areas, and not just a homebody. He was used to being on the go all the time with his busy life, so he couldn't even relax too much.
Yeah. It seems like you're reminiscing a lot.
Well, I'm
asking you
those
these
days
questions.
are gone. Those days are gone, but I guess they're coming back.
Yeah.
In my mind.
Wow.
Yeah.
How much do you think back on your past and the life that you've lived? And
no regrets. I've always felt that God has led us, and He's taken very good care of us.
yeah. But do you think about your past a lot and reminisce a lot?
Oh, yeah, I reminisce because we've met so many people,
Yeah.
and we enjoyed being wherever we've been, and we were treated so graciously. And it's been years since I've been back there, but
Yeah.
it's in the past, and it was very, I guess, exciting and interesting and beneficial.
Yeah.
So a lot of people that come around here just to visit, they know me, but I don't know them because they've grown up so much and changed.
Yeah.
So they come in, I bet you don't know who I am.
Yeah. What do you think is the hardest part about aging?
Well, when you're healthy, you don't worry about stuff. You don't think about those stuff because you don't really have a need, but yet you do think of what my end days may be.
Mm-hmm.
And you just leave it in God's hand. He knows. He's promised to take care of us.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very comfortable and relaxed with that.
Mm-hmm.
I just know He's there.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, with all things with God, all things are possible.
Mm-hmm.
And trust and know that He's there.
That's so good. Wow. This has been really special just to do a video with my grandma, to talk to her, to hear her heart, some of her stories. Thank you, Grandma, so much. This was special.
Well, it's been a different episode for me, which I never done before, of course. leave it to my granddaughter.
Yes, well, you're so special to me, Grandma. I admire you. You have so much wisdom.
You're a sweetheart, yeah.
Yeah, so thank you.
Well, we go one day at a time.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, yeah. And I just want to thank you guys for watching this video as well. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below, and we will see you soon. Ciao, ciao. Grandma. Oh, you're the best.
Well, I've been blessed with a lot of wonderful grandchildren, children and grandchildren.